Everybody talks about the trades, but nobody shows the numbers. So here's what I actually made last year as an IBEW union electrician. My base rate was $55 an hour. There was 25 to 40 hours of overtime available per week, paid at double time. My healthcare is covered, and retirement contributions are paid into on top of my check. Now let's talk real money. Last year, while working major infrastructure and data center projects, my gross income was over $240,000. My contractor put another $18,000 into my annuity. So if we're being honest, that's over $250,000 in total compensation. That's skilled trades money. So when people say, yeah, but you work with your hands. Yes, and my hands built a six-figure life that can support my beautiful family without having to struggle. Now let's compare that if you were to go to college. 4 years with no income, student loans, and an entry-level salary after graduation. Or you can start an apprenticeship at 18, get paid training, raises every year, no debt, and by 23, you could already be making journeyman wages. That's reality. Is it easy? No. Are there long days? Absolutely. This idea that the trades are a backup plan, that's outdated. The men and women building America are doing perfectly fine.
And I think the demand is only going to increase for these types of workers as we continue to build in society. Hey guys, so today we're watching guys who are in the blue collar fields, right? And they're posting and talking about their income, because what I've mentioned in many other videos in the past is if you are down and out, you have nothing going for you, you don't know what to do with your life, but you need to make money, go learn a valuable skill. That is key, guys, to get paid more income. Now, what skill are you going to learn? That's up to you. But here are some videos of men talking about the massive amounts of income they're generating from this skilled labor.
I wanted to come on here and share some info with you guys. I get a ton of questions and DMs about how much union versus non-union you can make. So I'm a union lineman, and this is what we made the first 7 days on this past storm that we were just on. So right here was for the first 6 days we were on storm. We netted 13,800, brought home 11,800. And this was for the 7th day. You can see the same dates up there. We netted 4,100 and brought home 3,500. So here was the total for that first week. We grossed almost 18,000, brought home 15,300, and 30% of that went into our retirement, which is paid by the company, and that was 5,388. Not a single dollar of that came out of our pocket. Not posting that to brag or shit on anybody. I'm just trying to shed some light on how much money you can make in the union versus non-union. So if any of you are trying to decide whether you want to join the union or not, hopefully that helps make your mind up a little bit. Let me know in the comments if y'all have any other questions. I'll do my best to try and answer them all.
Homeboy just said over $5,000 went into his retirement account, and it wasn't even funded with his own money. That is insane. These guys are making bank right now. They're making bank. They're working their asses off for it. I will give them that. They are working their butts off. I will say that. But there's opportunity out there, guys. Now, again, it's going to take time. You're going to have to do an apprenticeship for most of these. Then you got to work your way up. And let's be honest, like, this stuff is hard work. It is. So it's not going to come easy, but the opportunity is out there. Let's keep watching what some of these incomes are. It's pretty crazy.
Yo, if you're wondering how much do blue-collar workers get paid, go no further. This right here is a 1-week paycheck that I made as a professional welder. And I want you guys to understand something. I sat in prison for 6 years, came straight home, got into welding school, and made over $100K my first year. So these earnings are very possible for the ones who want to be reliable, for the ones who want to be very skilled at what they do, for the ones who actually put the work in and get all their certifications, TWIC cards, OSHA 10, Basic Plus, all of these things that are going to put you in position. All of this matters when it comes down to getting this type of money. Do you see what I was making? Double time. Overtime, I was making 106 an hour. Just in one day, I was making 1,400 in one day. This is very possible.
So think about it this way. Let's say you've lived an exciting life. Let's say that in your early age, you've done some time, right? You come out, you're like, what am I going to do with my life? Here you go. Skilled labor. It's literally unreal how much these guys are making. Now, again, they are putting in the work for it. It's not coming easy. But this is to share with you guys that opportunity is out there. Here we go, right? There's been many of men that we have watched their clips on my video where they have complained about cost of living, they complained about not getting ahead, they've complained about there's no jobs out there, tell them to go work one of these jobs. Guarantee you there's some sort of opportunity out there. You walk up to a construction site and you talk to the superintendent or you talk to maybe the owners out there and you're like, hey, I'm here to work. I can almost guarantee you if you do a good job and you show up on time, you will have a good paying job.
If you're a young man and you don't know what to do with your future, go land a blue-collar job with your boys and you'll have the most fucking fun of your entire life. Because it's good fucking money. You're gonna get paid anywhere from $4,000 to $10,000 a month, depending on the blue-collar job. It's long days, it's funny fucking days, and it's hard work. You will get insanely strong. Even the bad days, looking back at them now, bro, chill as fuck. You're rocking with your boys, joking around outside all fucking day, having fun, slamming some fucking monitors and working hard. Even if you still don't know what to do in the next couple years, you'll have some good money in the bank. You might have an apprenticeship or a journeymanship underneath your belt, and that work ethic you get in a blue-collar job, it will make you win in every other area of life, because the work ethic alone from working with your hands outside in the cold or the heat will help you dog any other person who doesn't know how to work hard.
Yo, a guy's spot on. I've done a couple years in construction, and there was nothing better than like bullshitting with all the guys out on the field and like making fun of each other. I mean, sometimes you may almost see fist fights happen, but like it is literally just a whole nother world out there, and I love it. Like, dogging on each other is literally so fun, because if you don't know how to take it, you're going to get ganged up on that much more. But you got to learn how to take it, but you also got to learn how to give it as well. And it's such a fun atmosphere. I agree with him 100%, and I think that guy is spot on.
IBEW apprenticeship wages by hour, by year. This is current as of 2026, guys. Let's go. First year, you're starting at $21.29. Second year, you're going to start at $27.37. Third year, you're going to start at $36.50. Fourth year, you're going to start at $45.62. And fifth year, you're going to start at $51.71. Guys, these are all percentages of what the journeymen make right now, currently in 2026. Journeyman scale is $60 and some change. Foreman is 11% above that. General foreman is 11% above regular foreman. When I started in 2015, journeyman scale was $43 an hour. It is now 60 and some change. $17 bump in 11 years, guys. Do the math on that. Good luck.
I mean, think about getting those pay raises at the job you're at right now. Like, is that happening to you? Because if not, you may need to go get a blue-collar job, my friend.
What are the top 5 highest paying blue-collar jobs?
Let's go with a crane operator.
Crane operator's actually on the list. I don't know how you just now thought of that one. A heavy tower crane, upwards of $170K per year for a crane operator. So you nailed the very first one. It come in at number 5.
Seems like fun, but I mean, if you mess up, people get hurt. So,
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Makes sense that they bring in a heavy paycheck. But let's go with electrician.
Electrician, not on the list. Not if you're talking about a commercial or a residential, but a power lineman.
Yeah.
Who would also be called an electrician.
Yeah.
They're running electrical, no matter how you look at it. High voltage electric is what we're talking about. They are on the list, and they come in at number 4 and could earn upwards of $180K a year.
Yeah, and I can't think of
being a lineman.
I can't think of anything more dangerous on a day-to-day basis than that job right there.
You're up high. You're dealing with electric.
Yeah.
A lot of times you're working in real bad weather.
Yep.
You know, scary. So yeah, you got number 4, number 5.
The only blue collar job I've done when the most money I ever made was in the oil field.
Yeah, you're an oil field worker for a while, huh?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. They do. Did you make a lot of money?
I did.
Yeah. I mean, an oil field worker can make up to $200K a year.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's a lot.
Yeah.
You know, did you have a big truck?
I got to ride around in a big truck. That's the first thing they say on day one is like, don't buy a new truck.
Yeah.
You know, so some people listen, some people don't.
Yeah,
but
some people don't. Yeah, so you got 3, 4, and 5. The only ones you're missing is number 1 and number 2. And these might get a little tricky.
How about like a crab fisherman?
Crab fishermen, that's a good guess, but they are not on the list. No.
Mm,
You would have thought they would have made it. I think they're like number 6 or 7.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna need some hints.
Yeah. If I was to give you a hint on this one, there's not too much I can think of to give you a hint other than it would be like somebody that would control or operate like an airplane. You know what I mean?
Okay, so is that blue collar though, being a pilot?
It's on the list.
I guess it's a really advanced like bus driver,
Yeah.
right?
Like a commercial pilot, you know, they're top tier. Number 1 can make over $250,000 a year as a commercial pilot. I see why they're on a blue collar list, because you're operating a vehicle that other people are going to ride in.
Yeah.
So I get the blue collar part of it. But yeah, they're on the list, and they're actually number 1. So the only one you're missing is number 2. And I'll be honest with you, we might be here all day.
Well, yeah, we don't want to do that, so give me a hint.
So this would be
Elevator?
someone that would be in the business of going up and down.
Got it.
And it's not what you're thinking it is.
Well, if it's what I think it is, then their job is extremely important in my eyes, and that is a elevator technician.
Yeah, that's it.
What that guy called pilots? A more technical bus driver. If you're a pilot watching this, let me know what you think about that comment.
One of the best jobs I was on, I was making $77 an hour and $110 a day per diem. We were working 6 days a week. That equals out to $5,200 a week, which equals out to 20 grand a month. Okay, so for a guy who never went to college, pretty good wage, right? Young man, I was probably 30 years old when I did that. Okay, so you're looking at about 200 grand a year, a little over 200 grand a year to run a welding truck.
So I'm getting the idea that welders make pretty good money. I do know a guy, or I knew of a guy just from an acquaintance. He was actually an underwater welder. Now, I could never sign up for that. I don't think that'd be for me. I love scuba diving, but not in the waters that it showed that he was in. But apparently, travel underwater welders make absolute bank.
Listen, if you're under the age of 30, maybe 35, and you don't have your career figured out yet, especially if you're in your 20s or you just got out of high school, you should go into the trades. There's a supply and demand issue. We got NVIDIA and AI making all these chips, and they're going to need so much power all over the whole country. You guys have no idea. And right now, the pay's just going up $10 to $15 an hour per year. I mean, some electricians are out there making $100 an hour right now, and driving a company van, and getting a pension. So that's what you guys need to figure out. You need to go there and just go straight to work, go to the trades, go to the union hall, and sign up and get your ass to work. Peace.
All right, so let's get real here for a second, guys. I mean, again, this is to women as well. Like, women, you can also work in the trades. I have personally met women out on the field that were, I'll tell you, was as tough as nails and can probably beat up most of the men out there. I will say this. There seems to be a massive opportunity right now for 2 different areas you can go into. So, like, right now we're talking blue collar, right? We're talking blue collar jobs. You know, we're talking long hours, hard work, but you can make a damn good living, right? Now, on the other side of this, and I'm not talking about like owning your own business right now, we're just talking about straight like jobs, is you look at like sales roles, right? Sales jobs. So, you know, something like I do, like I'm a mortgage broker, right? People, I don't think understand how much opportunity and money sometimes mortgage brokers can make. Now, I'm not doing this, but because I'm still new in the industry, but there are mortgage brokers out there that are making over $500,000 to upwards of $1 million a year, 100%. Now, they're grinding, or they have massive teams underneath them, and that's what's helping them generate that money, that revenue. But there are also massive opportunities in sales roles, but it's the same thing. It's long hours, it's hard work, and you got to sell yourself. You have to be able to go out and network, build relationships, and to actually show up and do a good job. I'll say this, you know, being a mortgage broker is not easy. It's a very, very stressful job, but it's also a very rewarding job. You know, when you get a hard file and you get that first-time home buyer to the closing table and they sign, they own their home, it's pretty cool. It is. And the same thing as like on the construction side. When I did construction, like it was pretty cool to work on a project from start to finish and to see the final project from, remembering whenever blasting was going on and then you see a brand new roadway being built and, cars driving on it. Like, man, I had a helping hand in doing that. It's pretty cool. So not only, is there great opportunity, making good money, but it's also a rewarding job. It's something where you wake up and you feel good about doing. It's not just something you're going, sitting at a desk every day, and feel like you're not making a difference. Like with these types of roles, like you're actually doing something good for the community.
My husband got paid today, so let's budget our paycheck. He got paid $5,435, which is still so crazy because that's the highest paycheck we've ever gotten. But he did work 106 hours last week, so he definitely deserves it. But let's put it in our spreadsheet and kind of see where the first of the month is looking like. I definitely was not expecting this high of a paycheck. I totally forgot he worked so much last week. So it's gonna be a lot more than what I thought it was gonna be. See, I thought it was $1,500 and it's not. So it's going to be so much more than $8,500, but $5,435. That is so crazy. Our mortgage will come out this week, but it won't come out for a couple days, so I won't put anything in that. I won't put anything yet, just his income, which is so crazy. If you want paychecks like that, just find yourself a husband. That's all I can say. I'm just kidding. But thanks for watching. I will see you guys next time. Bye.
Hey, you know what? Props to her. She found her a good, hardworking man. So what I was doing there is I did a calculation. I wanted to see what he got paid per hour. So she said he worked 106 hours, and so that roughly comes out to be a little over $51 an hour for her pay that she shared there. $51 an hour, guys. Think about that for a second. I'll say this. I'm 35, so I'm getting to an age where I'm getting, a little older, but like if YouTube fails on me and real estate fails on me, I'm probably going to get a blue-collar job. Hands down. Now, we're going to end this with my favorite clip from this series. It's real short, but I absolutely love it because there's something about when you can get to this point for your wife, it just makes you feel good, and you hope you can keep it, but just enjoy this. It's pretty cool.
People be asking me all the time, yo, what your wife do? You see where I'm at? Man, my wife do whatever the fuck she want, gang.
I love it, guys. That's goals, man. Being able to let your wife live the life that she wants to live. And it takes a lot of sacrifice, and sometimes you can't go maybe live the most lavish lifestyle like you would. But I feel like in this area of life or time of life that my wife are in, and she's stay home currently, is she gets to spend as much time with the kids as possible, and I absolutely love that. She manages our household. She makes sure we're all taken care of, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. So if you guys are looking for opportunity, or if you're looking for, a little bump in pay, check out the old blue-collar work. There's obviously a lot of money to be made out there. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you got value from it, please make sure you hit that hype button down below. That really helps out the channel and this actual video itself. So again, thank you guys so much for watching, especially if you made it to this point. And until next one, you all take care.